Hello, it is me, Omega from Omega Duck, here with SaviorXavier.
Salutations everyone, glad to be here again alongside Omega Duck talking about another interesting game.
And we will be reviewing the American Pie of video games, Saints Row 4. This review of Saints Row 4 is going to be in a similar format of our previous review, with a Warmatics perspective presented by me, Omega Duck, and SaviorXavier with a critics review. Without further ado, let's get into the review. Less than an hour into the game, you've already stopped the terrorist attack, became President of the United States, fought off an alien invasion, and entered a simulation. That should give you insight to how fast-paced this game really is. But that is exactly why I enjoy it so much. Well, that and its humor, of course, which translates so well into the campaign. The campaign is full of humor, but it also is full of great storylines. Though some can be quite redundant, that's for sure, but also, you gotta find the gems in there. From its uniquely crafted fourth wall breaking cutscenes to its wide variety of side missions, this campaign seems never ending. But with all these pros, there has to be some cons. Some people in the community call it the Superman effect, and I think that's a suitable name. It seems like this game makes its own self obsolete. It's like you're in the Matrix. You have superpowers to super sprint, jump very high, so it makes itself obsolete in the sense that why would I need a car if I could just super sprint everywhere? Why would I need an aircraft if I can just jump everywhere? Why would I need a gun if I could blast everybody? That's another thing that becomes very repetitive, the fighting style. I do like those tiny little cutscenes you get when you fast sprint up to somebody and you hold down the melee button, but also the combat can get very, very, very mundane. Nevertheless, with all that being said, I still really do enjoy Saints Row. I don't want to be the person, but you know, I do kind of enjoy Saints Row 3 the most, but hey, this is Saints Row 4. Before we get into SaviorXavier's critic, I'd like to give a summary of my review. First, Saints Row's campaign was and still is entertaining to this day. Nevertheless, Saints Row had a very well-paced storyline. It's a fast storyline, but it's well-paced at that. Saints Row has various missions to keep everybody of all age groups entertained. I mean, seriously, everybody will enjoy this game. Cousin that you don't like, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your grandpa, 30-day guarantee or it's free. Character customization, car customization, it's pointless, but it's there. So, and I don't believe I went over this in the video, but Saints Row's town, that's something else. I'm getting chills just thinking about how much detail they put into this town. I mean, it's definitely not just a rehashed version of Saints Row 3. So much attention to detail and effort, I can just tell was just shoved into that town. Shoved right in that town design, for sure. It's not mundane, it's not monotonous, it doesn't have just one color scheme. Everywhere you go in the town, it looks the exact same. Nah, that's not this town. This is not this town. You're thinking of a different town. It's not this town. Saints Row, it gets mundane and repetitive after a point, but what game doesn't get like that at times? Anyways, that's going to be it for the Warmatics perspective. Now, SaviorXavier is going to bless us all with his smooth, sweet voice and his highly anticipated critic reviews.
Now that we've got an amazing Warmatics view on Saints Row 4, let's see what the gaming community thinks about it. Let's revisit Game Informer and see what they thought about Saints Row 4. They rated it an 8.5 out of 10. They felt that the frame rate of the game held up. They also thought that the game didn't quite meet its previous entries and gave it a moderate replay score. Overall, they loved the wacky aspects such as powers and combat. Saints Row 4 was rated a lower score of 7.5 out of 10 by GameSpot, to which they felt had cool movement and combat but lacked extremely when it came to setting an environment. Well, that concludes another great review. Glad to have worked with Omega Duck today. Also, for all you Nintendo gamers out there, like myself, only 4 more days till the Nintendo Switch and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild release date. And if possible, I will be able to do a review of Breath of the Wild for you all on Monday. Remember to like and subscribe to Warmatics if you enjoy what we have to offer. Stay tuned.